Hey everyone. This would be like what the third Wolf Sledge video of the day. So I did these 1v1s with Josette here. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Just like the previous 1v1s, this wasn't planned. It was just we just happened to be the only two in this annihilation lobby. It was 3 matches. I forgot to like save the recording of the first one. So like I only got the last part of it that just saved along with the second match. And since it's like 3 matches, what I did was I just cut out all the parts of like wandering and just skipped straight to all the fights. Some of the fights are, dragged out just because of what we're doing, I guess. But overall, I think this video is has ended up to be pretty quick. So I hope you enjoy. I'll probably like drop some commentary in at certain parts.
Seconds remain. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Match over. Meditate on this loss.
Something worth noting is that for basically like the whole 1v1 series, I've been trying to just prevent him from getting too close. Not sure whether or not he really recognized but yeah, that's the main reason why I've been using reckoning mainly. Uh, Not really much hallowed ground. Sort of like on my Scarcross build, I guess, where like I'd use hallowed ground a lot more with Scarcross, but here I'm using mainly just reckoning to keep him away, so something for him to fear. Which is sort of how it works on my Scarcross build, but I'm doing it more so this time, I guess. Another thing worth noting is that at this point I don't have a catalyst on my wolf sledge, although I do put it on afterwards. With the catalyst, I get that mod with that lets you regenerate energy after a melee kill. Meaning I probably would have been able to use Reckoning more if I had done that prior to these matches.
You have lost the lead.
I saw the opportunity. This was another trap for him. I knew he was going to come for the energy, so there. And then I get to take the energy myself since I cleared out some.
You are leading the annihilation. You have the most. Ten, three, two, one. The annihilation is yours. All other.
I really like that kill, I don't know why. At this point I was trying to save my energy, so like I didn't want to use Reckoning too much. But, you know, I saw the opportunity for the energy orb, and so I was planning on using it there, and then I realized I missed it, and then I was going to try to kill him with my uh, weapons, but then I realized it just wasn't a good situation for that, and I decided to use Reckoning anyway. With this clip, I end up actually using Hallowed Ground, as you'll see in a few seconds. What I noticed was that he was actually keeping his distance just a little bit after I casted it. So you can see that, you know, his momentum brought him over it, but then you can see that he's sort of avoiding it now. That's why I went for the slam, because I think what he thought was that I was going to stay on the Hallowed Ground for safety. And so that slam would have been a really big risk. Now, as you can see, he's brought out Static Core, which is this is the part that I really don't like, but you know, I guess I'm partially satisfied with how I did here. Like, the fact that he sort of had to bring it out is, I guess, the satisfactory part, and that I still got a few kills on him. I didn't want to switch myself because I really want to get better with Wolf Sledge. And so this part of the match is really just me trying to stay in the lead without having to switch loadouts. You can see that he was like switching loads the whole time, which I don't have any sort of problem with, besides the Static Core one. But you know, I think it. But I think like it's. I guess the results of that really show. I guess because I did as well as I did while using the same loadout the whole time, and you know he did as well as he did while constantly changing loadouts to adapt to whatever I'm doing. Or maybe he was just changing loadouts just because. I don't know, but I think it's generally safe to say that it's harder to play stuck with when you're stuck with one loadout than to be switching loadouts unless you're just not good with the ones that you're switching to. So I'm really satisfied with the overall results of these 1v1s. And yeah, as you can see, you know, there was a decent amount of blocking. There are a lot of times where I need to do dodging. Sort of like what I said in the description of the previous video. I did calculations on the stuff, and like, you know, you could actually pretty much like run out someone's magazine, and even with something like Eric Wraith or Snipetron Vandal, just by blocking with a 90% damage reduction weapon. So and obviously it's not just like that simple where like you wait for someone's magazine to run out and then you attack. And it sort of shows here where like, you know, I did adapt to the different things that he was doing, and this overall is generally working really well for me. So that's why I'm overall happy with it.
10 seconds remain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Something worth noting is that we both ended up like over the course of these 3 matches, we ended up with the same amount of total kills. Good game to Josette, I guess, and you know, talk to you all later.